What's up guys? In this video I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of living in Oceanside, California. The goods, the bads, the uglies, all right? And so if you guys stick around long enough until the end, I'm going to do a little market recap of what the current real estate market is in Oceanside, California. So let's get to it, you guys. Your first time to this channel and you want to know everything that there is about living in Oceanside, California, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Oceanside, California. Hi, my name is Jonathan Hernandez. My team and I, we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Oceanside, California. So whether you guys are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email and we would love to help you make that smooth move to Oceanside, California. So you guys, like I said, I'm gonna be going over the pros and cons, the goods, the bads, the ugly, the do's, the don'ts, everything. So we'll kind of go over a little bit over schools, we'll go over the crime, we'll go over population density. You know, I got so many things to go over with you guys. I'll go over geographically too, where is Oceanside located geographically within San Diego County, and what's it in proximity to, let's say, you know, the closest airport or the closest major city, or, you know, what beaches or what other towns are nearby. And like I said, we'll go over everything. So you guys, let's get to rocking and rolling. All right, guys, so let's get into the first pro. Drum roll, please. It is going to be the weather, you guys. In Oceanside, the weather is phenomenal, like 300 days of the year. And the other 64 to 65 days, it is pretty great still. I mean, I'm talking the weather stays in the 60s to 80s range. Even during the winter time, it doesn't get too cold, it doesn't get too hot. Everybody loves it. I mean, I know it sounds so cliche, like, well, duh, Jonathan, you're in San Diego, the weather's gonna be great. Well, let me tell you, not all parts of San Diego has great weather, but Oceanside does have great weather. I mean, I'm telling you, it doesn't get too hot, but it doesn't get too cold. It's just the perfect weather. So there's actually a comfort rating for weather, and the comfort rating for weather in Oceanside, it is a 9 out of 10. So that kind of shows you guys a lot, like, hey, you know, I know everybody's coming out from different states or different parts of, you know, who knows, probably even different countries. But, you know, Oceanside, that right there, you just cannot compare that weather. That all year long, beautiful, sunny beach weather that they have in Oceanside. And so that's why Oceanside ranks as #1 in being like a place to live when it comes to weather. So that is why that is a #1 pro. All right, guys, the #2 pro of living in Oceanside, you guys, it is the outdoor activities. You can pretty much go anywhere in Oceanside and you're gonna find someone outside doing something. I mean, obviously if you go to downtown Oceanside, people are all across the pier, the boardwalk, the harbor, you know, they're riding those electric scooters, they're riding those beach cruisers, they're doing whatever they want to do. And so the activities in Oceanside is great. And I'm not just talking about like the beach activities, they have a bunch of parks, and they do have a nice regional park out there as well. So, I mean, activities to do there for days. It used to have a good outdoor movie theater back in the days, kind of took that away, but they still have like a flea market there. So, I mean, there's a bunch of things to do there. And you can even do outdoor skydiving there. So that's pretty freaking cool. If you guys are adrenaline junkies, you guys want to jump out some planes, hey, they got it in Oceanside. So the outdoor activities, I mean, if you want to hit a trail, just kind of, if you want to mountain bike, if you want to just regular road bike, or you just want to hit the beach on a beach cruiser, you can do all of those in Oceanside. I mean, there's not a lot of places that you say you can do that. So that's why we're saying the outdoor activities is ranked as #2, just because there's so many different variety of things to do in Oceanside. I mean, if you guys want to go a picnic with your kids or your significant other, the opportunity's there. If you guys wanted to head to the beach, play in the sand, again, it's there. If you guys wanted to go deep sea fishing, it is there. Like, endless opportunities of things to do. If you guys wanted to hop on top of someone's little rooftop to have a nice beer, because they have that at one of the resorts. They have one of those great restaurants on top of the rooftop where you can overlook the ocean and just hang out for the day. I mean, those are the type of things you can do, and it's all outdoor activities. So if you guys like to enjoy the sun, get the vitamin D, or whatever the case may be, the outdoors activities in Oceanside is phenomenal. So we rank that number 2. All right, guys, let's get into the third pro of living in Oceanside, California. The number 3 pro of living in Oceanside, you guys, it is the location. Well, why is it the location? Well, where is geographically located? Right, geographically located, it's on the northwest side of San Diego County. You guys, if you guys wanted to go to downtown San Diego, hey, it takes you 45 minutes by car to get to downtown San Diego to get to the airport. You guys want to head up to LA for the day, that's a little less than 2 hours. It's going to take you about an hour and a half to get to downtown LA. If you guys wanted to go hit different beach towns, or you wanted to go like to the number 1 beach in the United States, which is Laguna Beach, voted by everybody on this freaking country, as Laguna Beach. It's literally like a 35-minute drive, and you guys will be in Laguna Beach hanging out for the day. I mean, the location is endless of things to do. Vegas is only about a 4.5-hour drive. If you guys wanted to hit the casinos or be in the desert, shoot guns, whatever you guys like to do, I mean, the location is so great, and the public transportation in Oceanside will take you pretty much anywhere. I know they do have a train station there that I used to take to LA from time to time. It costs like $14, and it takes like 2.5 hours or 3. I can't remember, it's been a couple years, but it can take you a lot of places. That train will go all the way up to San Francisco. So if you guys wanted to head up to San Francisco, it'll take you up there. I wouldn't recommend it, it's a very long trip. But I mean, if you guys really wanted to, if you're, you know, one of those traveling junkies, then the location of Oceanside is phenomenal. I mean, in an hour and some change, you will be in Tijuana, in a whole different country. And so Oceanside just has a prime location because you're literally kind of in the center of wherever you want to go. And so location becomes number 3. All right, guys, so let's get into number 4 of the pro. So the number 4 is going to be the cost of living. Why the cost of living? Because compared to every other beach city in California, the cost of living is pretty affordable in Oceanside, California. Yes, it has grown significantly within the past couple of years. It's kind of slowed down, but the cost of living in Oceanside is pretty freaking good, to be quite honest. I mean, you can still grab something in Oceanside for the mid 500s or, you know, the mid 600s. If you have a small family, you might be looking in the mid 700s. But compared to any other place, for example, let's say Hermosa Beach or Redondo Beach in LA, where I helped a couple move from there to Oceanside, California because of the cost of living. When I initially met them, they were like, hey, we want to get something, I'm throwing a number out there, for $900K in Hermosa Beach. Well, you're just not gonna find anything in Hermosa Beach. Well, what is the most affordable beach city that they could afford for $900K and get something decent? Well, it was Oceanside, California. So we got them something there, and they love it because they just so much things to do, and they love the location is what they tell me all the time. They're like, Jonathan, it was the best thing in the world because they go out, they do a bunch of things, and they're just very outdoorsy people. So they have the best of both worlds because they have San Diego right there, you know, at its corner, and you got LA right up the road, and then you got Orange County too. So again, you guys, the cost of living there is pretty affordable compared to every other beach city in California. Now, I'm not saying it's the most affordable in California, but compared to majority of them, it is one of the more affordable. So the cost of living in Oceanside, California is pretty good. All right, guys, so we covered a good 4 pros of living in Oceanside, California. Now let me cover my first con. It is the traffic, you guys. The traffic just sucks. I mean, just kind of like California in general, traffic kind of sucks. But in Oceanside, especially that much more, because it's really one-way direction where everybody goes to work, and that's usually towards San Diego. So a lot of people go south, and on the way back up, they're coming north on the 5. And then another major highway that is highly used is like the 76 and 78. Well, those three combinations of the 5, the 76, and the 78, they just get so backed up. So if you're a commuter and you enjoy commuting because for whatever reason, it's gonna kind of suck a little bit. You're gonna have to get used to it because it does get pretty crowded. I mean, the traffic does back up for some time. They've been working on it. By they, I mean San Diego County in general has been working on their infrastructure to upgrade that. However, it's still pretty bad. So if you guys are looking to save some time, I would suggest probably working remote or working closer to your home, because the commute is gonna hurt pretty bad. I mean, you're probably gonna lose an average of 30 to 45 minutes every single day just from traffic. So that's why the number one con, it is the traffic, you guys. All right, you guys, the number 2 con of living in Oceanside, California, guys, it is the population density. So the urban sprawl. So Oceanside, because it was such a young, small beach town, and it was very affordable, and it's very beautiful, and it's a lot of things to do, and it's so nice. A lot of people, like an influx of people came out of the woodworks, and they started moving to Oceanside within the past 10 to 20 years, and it's been climbing ever since. So the population has grown to a little bit north of 170,000 people, which it didn't come out of nowhere. It was kind of expected, but the population density is kind of getting out of control. It has slowed down, however, so that is on the plus side, but it is getting a little bit crowded in Oceanside. And so that's kind of one of the things that, hey, you have to consider when you move here, because it is still a little small beach town, beach city with 175,000 people. It's a city, a little small city. But again, it is pretty crowded there. I mean, that's probably why the traffic really sucks. But however, that is the number 2 con of living in Oceanside, California. All right, guys, the last and final con of living in Oceanside, I would say it is the market housing in regarding renting. So the market housing in Oceanside, California consists of 40% of its population being renters, 60% of them being homeowners. And so when you're looking at it, I mean, I understand why there's such a high influx of renters. It is because of the big military installation that they do have right there tucked up on top of Oceanside, Camp Pendleton, California. It's a Marine Corps installation, and it has over 40,000 Marine sailors and families. So you can kind of see all those people. They don't usually buy in Oceanside, but they tend to rent there, and that kind of drives, rental rates out there a little bit higher, and it is harder to find something to rent out there as well. Now that is gonna finish off all the pros and cons of living in Oceanside, California, you guys. Let's wrap this up, you guys, and let's go over some more good information, and let's finish this off on a great note. All right, guys, market recap time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I hope you guys kind of find the gist of why, all the good pros and the cons. So the cost of living in Oceanside, California compared to other beach cities, it's pretty affordable. Again, I hope you guys understand the traffic there does suck, but it has a lot of great outdoor activities to do in Oceanside, California, and that it's just constantly growing. But the housing market there in regards to renting, it is pretty bad out there. Again, majority of the population, I'm sorry, not majority, but a lot of the population there, they are military, because again, they do have that major installation tucked up right up on its shoulder, and so you guys can kind of understand why. But if you are, again, military in any type of service, thank you guys for your service. We appreciate everything that you guys do. At any rate, I hope this was helpful, you guys, and I hope you guys understand the location of where Oceanside, California is compared to any other beach city. I just think it's a very great location of where it's put at. I mean, where else here are you gonna live where you can drive 40 minutes to 45 minutes to be in downtown San Diego, a big major city, and then an hour and a half to be in Los Angeles, or go to Orange County where you guys can go to Disneyland and have a nice day, or go to Knott's Berry Farm and, you know, enjoy your time there, or hang out at the nicest beach in the United States, Laguna Beach, California. And so it's a very cool area. It's a nice spot. They're constantly growing, they're constantly building, they're constantly doing great things to try to improve Oceanside. I personally love Oceanside. I have a blast every time I go. So many great things going on there, you guys. I mean, Oceanside is just, it has a lot to offer. So overall, Oceanside is a great place to live. It's a great beach town, good environment, good people, good food, good drinks, and a lot of parks and some good schools. So I hope this was useful to you guys. If you have any questions about anything, you guys comment down below, or again, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and we would love to help you guys make a smooth move to Oceanside, California.